Hello, welcome to today's video diary for finding my way with Pi, purpose, intention, and emotion. I am Pi. Today I want to talk about tuning in, how to listen to yourself, how to pay attention and have awareness when something keeps coming up that you need to pay attention to. So what I'm thinking about and what I'm feeling is, so yesterday I noticed, and it was at like 10:30 at night, I was getting ready for bed and I went, oh my gosh, I didn't do my video diary today. And at that point it was late. I gave myself some grace, get ready for bed, get as much sleep as I can, start again. The next day, return to the practice about what's important for me. Since we have welcomed our puppy Cricket into our home about 4 weeks ago now, and she is puppy. She was about 9 weeks old when we got her. It absolutely flipped our routine on its head. In fact, I would venture to say we don't really have a great routine yet. It's beginning to settle. She is growing and adjusting, and so are we. And yet that routine is disrupted. So we're trying to find a new normal, a new pattern, and I believe the disruption of our normal pattern of daily life has led me at times to not remember or fulfill certain commitments or habits or rituals that I had, coupled with the lack of sleep. So when I have sleep deprivation, I feel more emotional, I feel weepy, I feel overwhelmed, and it's a little more challenging to just face the day, if you will. So thinking about tuning in and listening, I wanted to use this example for myself as I'm examining it. See, because the Finding My Way with Pi, Purpose, Intention, and Emotion video diaries began as a personal self-growth experiment meant to be a year long. And right now I'm about getting close to, I guess I'm 10 months into it, so I've got just a couple of months left. So for me, I'm thinking about, okay, is my missing my daily commitment a few times since we've gotten the puppy? Is it only puppy related? Is it that it's a sign for me that I am feeling good in my life? This personal self-growth experiment perhaps is beginning to run its course, and maybe I should start thinking about the next transition or evolution of what I want to do with this. And then let's see, tuning in, what might another thing be? I don't know, honestly, listening to myself and gut feeling and what is it? I think it's been a little bit of both. I think it's been a little bit of the puppy disruption, but also I feel like this personal self-growth experiment that I did, that I'm doing, it has been this transformative journey for me. I feel like it has delivered me to the doorstep of the next thing in my life that I am ready to put my heart and my energy into. This whole personal growth experiment has helped me find my voice. I have discovered my purpose. I've discovered my calling. I've defined what my dreams are and what I want to pursue in my life, how I want to contribute and make a difference and help others, and that is where my focus will be. And I'm beginning to build that community. More to come on that. Actually, probably after a couple of months, we will have the foundations built and ready to launch and ready to do what I feel like is my life's work. You know, this personal self-growth experiment has just been the journey I needed in my life as that in between the transition, the deliverance of becoming me, becoming who I'm meant to be, where I'm meant to be, connected to something bigger than me, purpose, intention, having a self-congruent and authentic aim for my life, but also the healing process of a wound, because so much of what has happened during these video diaries has been healing, which is necessary for me for the next stage in my life, and probably necessary multiple times over in my life, because life comes in phases. And then also, this journey has given me the ability to follow my heart, to put my heart in motion, which is interconnected with all of the rest of those things. Being connected to something bigger than me through purpose and the intention that I have for my life and for healing. Definitely a big heart component in that. And so I'm sitting here today thinking and feeling just seated in gratitude for having listened to my inner voice that said, Kara, do this and commit to it, and just trust. And there were steps along the way that were quite painful and uncomfortable, and I needed them to heal. This has, I believe, served its purpose for me. And so what I want to spend time doing and contemplating is, what do I want to do with this seed now? I think on day one, my very first video diary, or maybe 2 or 3, I said something along the lines of, if this even helps one other person in the world, it's worth it. At minimum, if this is just an archive and a documentary that will be there for my family forever, it's worth it. What has finding my way with Pi been besides transformative journey for me and finding myself in my voice? It has touched other people's lives, and I've heard this through people either comments on some of the videos or connecting with me if they have known me personally, emails that I've received. My email address is on the YouTube channel. I know that it has touched at least one life. I can think of 15 to 20. That touches my heart. That feels like I'm contributing something. I know that some of these video diaries have presented a way to have discussions with family members and or friends who I have deep, meaningful relationships with. And our understanding and acceptance of each other has grown by way of my vulnerability and then me listening to theirs and sharing our stories. It has been this synthesis of everything I'm learning in my master's program. It's a Master of Arts in Happiness Studies that has given me this framework of a journey to whole being. This whole experience and experiment for me has been more, I think, than I ever anticipated it could be. I'm seated in gratitude for this. And so I'm going to spend some time contemplating, what do I want to do with this seed? What do I want to do with this seed that has begun to sprout and grow into other areas of my life? And how can I continue to nurture it in a way that also honors me being able to continue to move forward, to begin putting my efforts, my time, my heart, my purpose, and my intentions towards the next things for me. So it's interesting because this feels like a pivotal moment. It feels like a This is gonna sound funny, but this is what it feels like. It feels like a little bit of a wink from the universe, like a, go get him, kid. You did good. You learned what you needed to learn. Go and learn some more. You're ready now. You're on your feet. You found your voice. You don't need to be swayed by anything that's happening externally. You know your center is inside. And you know now how to listen to it. And let that be your inner voice and your inner guide. You know what life philosophy is important to you. You know what you're meant to do in this life. Go get him, kid. So I will continue to post the daily video diaries, and I will be contemplating, how do I want to wrap up this experiment, and exactly when, and what does that look like? What's the most meaningful way to do that for me? And then I'll do it. And that may take me some time as I think about it, but I needed to talk about it today because I keep getting this little nudge that it's time to think about this. So, and it's amazing because I cannot believe that 10 months have gone by since I started this. It has been a ride. Amazing. Thank you for being with me on this journey. I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope it helps you too. I'll see you tomorrow.